What is up, guys? Poledoo here. Welcome back to some more Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. Last time we did a paralog. Was it really Lysithia's? I mean, maybe technically, but it was Erwin's. Lawrence's dad was definitely the star of that show. Really enjoyable. Of course, we also started the chapter. Nothing super crazy as far as story goes. Like, we're going to help Edelgard, which that might be kind of crazy whenever we actually go do. But beyond that, there was the little build up, some like everyone's a mini Claude, and then this.
Hey, thanks for your help back there.
What did I do?
You helped get everyone on the same page. I appreciated the backup.
What, the mini Claude stuff from the start? I don't...
It would have ended up like that even if I didn't say a word. Like I said, we're all turning into you.
Okay, yeah, that's what they're referring to.
I still don't know what to think about that. But if it's true, then you probably deserve the credit. You've done a lot to keep our little team unified.
I don't know if I've really done all that much. If anyone should be grateful, it's me. If I ended up on someone else's side, I'm sure people would have gotten all suspicious about my powers. They'd probably think I was their enemy. But here, I'm just part of the team. You all really make me feel like I belong.
I get that. I felt like an outsider my entire life. But our friends are a pretty open-minded bunch. They even accepted Nadir with open arms. That's exactly the sort of world I dream of. A world where nobody is branded an outsider. Where anyone and everyone is welcome.
Life would be a whole lot easier if that's really what Fódlan was like.
But the church preaches a very different vision. They use social status to justify prejudice and have no tolerance for those who come from anywhere else, or who don't believe in their teachings. There's good there too, of course. But I want to wipe the slate clean and start over. It's ambitious, to be sure. But can I count on you to continue fighting by my side? To help me make my dream a reality?
Absolutely. At least until the war's over.
Wait, that's it? You're just gonna up and leave as soon as the fighting's done?
Who knows?
All right, I'll leave it for now. But don't think you're off the hook. We'll pick this up again when the time comes. Anyway, we should press on. I'm sure Edelgard is awaiting our arrival with bated breath.
Uh-huh. Okay, so just pretty much rehashing the mini Claude thing. But yeah, it is time to do supports before we jump into the map today. Should be one of our final support blocks. I know the game is about to end. I know this isn't the final chapter. I want to say the next one is, though. So we do have quite a bit sitting here. I don't know. This was also half the reason I didn't recruit Dorothea. I love her as a character. There's not enough game left, IMO, to to get all of her supports done. So we're gonna get what we can done and just call it at that, but let's get it going.
Hey there, how's my favorite mercenary?
The enemy's practically on our doorstep, but you're still taking the time to check on me?
Why not? I'll never be too busy to check on you.
Ha ha, very funny. So what, you're just being nice?
Not exactly. You didn't get a chance to learn anything even after you met Solon, did you? Yeah, we never got closure after our fight against those who slither in the dark. But now we have to turn our attention to the central church. I figured even you might have trouble moving on from that one.
I mean, yeah, they just ran again, and there's not much game left. Will we get closure? I don't know. Those that slither in the dark were like, there was no real closure in anywhere in Three Houses either. They just kind of continued. It's fine.
I'm trying not to think too much about my real identity right now. Worrying about it won't get me anywhere, so I'll just have to wait for my next lead.
I'm sorry. I wish I could do more to help you with that.
Don't apologize. It's clear what the priority is right now, even to me. We need to put an end to the church as soon as possible so we can end this war.
You're right. The longer Fódlan remains in turmoil, the more likely it is they'll try something again. We need this war to be over so we're not left vulnerable.
And that means more work for you. I'm fine, see? Now go be important.
All right. But one more thing before I go. This war is going to end, but our fight with those who slither in the dark won't be over when it does.
Okay, yeah, because like it was, I think Crimson Cloud was, or Crimson whatever Edelgard's route was, hers felt like it was the closest to doing anything about them. But I think it was just like a footnote in the credits of like, and then she went on to do this. And I was like, oh, all right then. Cool, I guess. I would have liked to see that, but no.
As long as they keep plotting, we'll keep going after them. I'll need your help with that from here on out. Got it?
Of course. You can count on me.
And if it so happens that we do eventually find out who you really are, just know that you'll still be the same person to me. You'll always be you. Remember that.
Thanks, Claude. Same goes for you. Whether you're the leader of the Leicester Alliance, the King, or even the Almiran.
Oh, keep it down. We're not talking about that part yet.
I was like, wait, we haven't gotten there yet. All right, Holst A. Been a hot minute since we've talked to Holst.
I admit this is not ideal. We should retreat and regroup.
What did you expect? You practically waltzed right up to an enemy patrol.
I thought if I pretended to be an ally and struck up a friendly conversation, they wouldn't notice.
That's why I tried to stop you. Not even the greenest rookie would mistake you for an ordinary soldier.
Regardless, it was a learning experience, so our efforts were not entirely in vain. Now let's head back before the enemy finds us.
They've probably got a bunch of search parties out looking for us. We might draw too much attention if we're together. Splitting up will improve both our chances. I'm sure you'll have no trouble on your own.
That's fine by me. It'll be easier for you to slip by on your own as well. Let's rendezvous in front of the nearest allied encampment. We should arrive before dawn.
Got it. Good luck out there.
You as well.
Oh, yes.
Finally.
The new
Don't know
recruit,
how, but I
bright
made it
pink
back without
hair
getting spotted.
with a cape of his house as the, you know, the renowned, what is it, like defender or whatever his title is. I don't fully remember. But, you know, he has a lot of renown. Ah, yes. I am the new guy. The new guy nobody. That's me. Yup.
Took longer than I expected, though. I wonder if Holst got back before me. Doesn't look like it. He knows this area better than me, so I doubt he got lost. Could he have been captured? Huh? Is that Holst?
What's that? Ah, you made it. Apologies, I must have dozed off. I was up all night fighting.
Fighting? So the enemy found you?
Quite the opposite, in fact. I happened to stumble upon one of their guardhouses and figured I should destroy it. I kicked down the door, only to find myself staring down a platoon of heavily armed soldiers.
You didn't even check before you went in? Bold.
And that's when their reinforcements showed up. I had to deal with them as well.
Yet, here you are, safe and sound.
Shez says is it's not like we've been doing that all game, just one-man army.
Safe, maybe, but completely exhausted. I probably should have looked before I leapt.
That's for sure. Another lesson learned, eh, Holst?
That's right. There is no end to what the battlefield can teach us, and I'm a lifelong learner. Care to accompany me again sometime? Or have you grown tired of my antics?
Sure.
Hey, I'd be glad to tag along. I've still got a lot to learn. After all, there's never a dull moment with you around.
I'll take that as a compliment. I think you and I truly make the best of partners.
All right. What else do we got here? Oh, Gerald A.
Well, this is great.
Having some trouble there, Gerald?
I wanted to replace the clasp on my gauntlet, but I can't quite get the blasted thing to stay.
Here, let me try.
Oh, look at that. You got a real knack for these things. Thanks, kid.
I'm surprised you've survived this long with those ham hands.
Ham hand?
Being a good mercenary isn't all about dexterity, you know? Besides, when you've lived as long as I have, your body just doesn't work as well as it used to. Trust me.
You don't look that old to me.
You can't judge a book by its cover. I might not look it, but I'm practically an ancient tome. Not to mention I've lived pretty hard. Might just be a gut feeling, but I've started feeling like the goddess might call me to her side before long.
Come on, it's not like you're at death's door. Besides, you really think the goddess would be calling you of all people?
I was like, he's over. I don't know if we know his exact age. He's over 100 at least, right? I don't know if he's multiple hundred.
You don't hold anything back, do you? If the goddess won't have me, then I'll just have to make do in hell.
It might be one of those things like if you factor in every single person's age and every date in, you might be able to figure it out. But yeah, that's not something I could do.
Do you think you'd have any regrets if you died right now?
Not one. Except maybe living too long.
What about leaving your kid behind?
Can't say I wouldn't be worried, especially because that kid isn't exactly normal.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Baghead is unusually powerful, isn't very emotional. Baghead thinks out loud a lot, isn't very emotional.
I gotta say, your kid's always real calm and aloof. Not one for emotion, huh?
You're telling me. Born without so much as a peep, that one. Just a personal quirk, I guess. Makes it tough to find friends, though. In that sense, I'm glad we're here. There's tons of young folks around. And maybe the kid'll take a shine to you, since you're both mercenaries.
Who knows? I've been hoping we could talk more at least.
Is that so? I'm glad to hear you say that. Takes a load off my mind.
Now you really sound like a dad.
I was never much of a parent, but I do worry all the same. You know, I think we were meant to end up on the same side. Would you do me a favor and look after my kid?
When you put it that way, it really does sound like you're about to die.
Hey, it's possible. Tomorrow's never guaranteed in this line of work. I meant what I said. Can I count on you?
Yeah, sure. I'm not gonna refuse a dying man's wish after all.
Huh. Are they I didn't really think about that. The fact that they gave him to us as an actual unit, I was just like, oh yeah, he's not gonna die like in the original game, but maybe he still will, I suppose. Or maybe it's just more so like, hey, you're in the timeline where he's alive. It's like, just, I don't know, just talking about death in general. But let's see, Claude, and why is this one locked? Missed the opportunity. Oh well. Oh well. Constance.
So, you've arrived, Claude. I pray you are ready.
Oh, this is the magical hair.
Okay, no need to start off with a bunch of yelling. And what should I be ready for exactly?
The day has finally come. The day for you to be thunderstruck by the selfsame magic you once so viciously mocked.
The magic? The magic. Oh, you mean that hair-raising one you used on me?
No, that is not the purpose. It is meant for changing the length and style of hair.
Right, sure. So what about it again?
Ugh, your droll lack of enthusiasm boggles the mind. Do you understand just how much I devoted myself to my studies since that day of shame? Also, I might have some vindication?
Okay, wait, look, I know you're a hard worker, but that was just, you know, one of those things. I don't really think you need vindication.
Silence, cretin! Let your jaw hang slack in its moorings as you witness how my magic has evolved!
Whoa! You got me again. Well, at least I'm not sharp and pointy this time.
You most certainly are not. Do you truly think me the type to make the same mistake twice? It has been quite the gauntlet of trial and error, yet finally I have arrived. I stand now on the fresh new ground of magic, the magic of gentle tresses tumbling over one's shoulders.
Say, this does come in nicely at the ends. Some parts longer, some shorter. Oh, but it's really frizzy. It's like a bird's nest up in here.
What an exquisite style! What an innovative look! Truly, this is the most striking of spells!
And I guess I have a fluffy beard now? Well, that's certainly something.
Yes, and it makes you appear quite unkempt. Perhaps it is not the look for you.
The hobo spell.
Hey, don't laugh it off. What am I supposed to do about this mountain man beard, huh? Last time you zapped me, my hair was stiff enough to stab through armor for an entire day. I couldn't even get to sleep because I shredded my pillow. Are you saying I've just got to grin and bear this until it wears off?
At this point, there is nothing else I can do. You can endure this for one day, no? If it helps, I am willing to offer my moral support.
If only this wasn't Fódlan.
And what is so wrong with Fódlan?
Just that a manly beard like this would be considered a real accomplishment in the East.
True.
Your magic would be praised to the heavens if you went out that direction.
Then my magic could transcend borders? You finally understand the extent of my talent!
No, it's just that this kind of beard here in Fódlan... Okay, she's not listening.
All right, that was a fun one. Let's see. Hilda and Lynn.
I think this goes here.
Hello, Hilda. I see you're organizing the gear again?
Not such a rare sight anymore, is it?
Sadly for me, no.
Why? Sad you lost a fellow lazy bones?
Just so.
Wait, really?
Yes, but actually explaining it in detail will take far too much effort. So let's just leave it at that.
Okay, now I'm extra curious. I know all about your dirty secret, you know. About how you actually take charge and work when there's no one else to step up? So why do you keep playing the I'm so lazy card all the time?
I thought you of all people would understand this, Hilda. After all, are we not peers who work only when absolutely necessary? Even when you push your own work on someone else, you do so only after carefully assessing their situation.
I told you I don't push work on people. I mean, sure, maybe I maneuver myself so they end up asking to help, at which point I leap at the offer, but I never actually ask. But I suppose you're right that I always assess the situation first.
Previously, I said you and I would never be able to reach common ground. But now I see that I was mistaken.
You're sure quick to change your mind when it suits you.
I merely find it unfortunate seeing you working as you are now, when before you only ever did what was strictly necessary. If you've taken up the mantle of doing unnecessary work, it leaves me looking like the only idler.
And?
As such, I will offer you my assistance. Let's hurry up and finish here so we can rest that much sooner.
Wait, but why?
Just as I told you. It won't do me any good to be the only one not working around here.
Still not following.
I've grown terribly tired of talking. Must I explain?
I mean, I'm not gonna force you to explain, but I sure wish you would.
Oh, very well. But only because it benefits all parties involved. If you split your work with me, the work becomes easier. And by doing this easy work, I can then avoid being defamed as a common bed slug. If the pair of us both work a little more than before, things become easier for everyone. So let's both work hard together. A little.
A little, yeah.
All right. I mean, I guess that's good. Although I feel kind of like I'm being tricked somehow, so I'm not exactly happy about the whole deal.
Yes, yes. Let's just get this done already so I can return to a life of ease. I'm already sleeping.
I love that. God, Linhardt's great. Lysithia and Leone.
Grivens, Leone, you're alive! I thought you went and kicked the bucket!
And I'm equally surprised to find you on the right side of the dirt. Still hunting for treasure while arrows rain down around you?
I saw you speaking with a churlish-looking man near the gate earlier, Leone.
What, him? Oh, he's just a mercenary I met a while back.
I see. Given his filthy appearance, I thought he might be a wild bandit.
Not hardly. Although, if I'm being honest, he's more of a scavenger than a mercenary.
A scavenger?
Exactly. See, folks like him go to battlefields and loot anything worth a bit of coin that's lying around. Noble folk call them midden men, but that's a pretty lousy nickname.
I've heard tales of such people, but
Yeah, they live in a different world from you and me. Honestly, you could probably live the rest of your life and never run into another one.
I had no idea.
Hey, don't look so glum. There's nothing wrong with not knowing about that kind of life.
Except that I wish to know more about commoners. But in order to do so, I would need to speak with all manner of different people. Leonie, may I ask you something? I once read something that has stayed with me, and I wonder if you might confirm it.
Sure, hit me.
Well, one particular book stated that the cookies and cakes eaten by commoners are not sweet. But then another book claimed that commoners do not actually eat desserts at all. So, do they not eat sweets? Or are the sweets they prefer simply not honeyed?
Well, I can't speak for everyone, but I ate plenty of treats as a kid that weren't sweet at all.
I can't even imagine.
There's no way for most commoners to afford the sweets that nobles enjoy. So instead, we eat unsweetened treats. Might be better to call them snacks, really.
Commoner snacks?
They're probably different from what you're used to. They're hard, dry, and look kind of plain. Anyway, you make a rough dough out of whatever grains you have lying around and fry it up. It's basic, but it's filling.
So if I were to become a commoner, I would also eat these snacks.
What is this support?
I'd never eat sweet candy again.
Well, not every commoner is forced to live on snacks. I bet you could get your hands on sweets if you were a merchant or an artisan or something. But anyway, you're a noble. Why are you worried?
I'm sorry. It was merely a hypothetical. Thank you, Leonie. You were very helpful.
Was I? Huh. Well, if you've got any other questions, feel free to fire away. Oh, and for the record, the kids in my village were always happy with whatever snacks we could get. They were simple, sure, but also good in a weird way. You should try them sometime.
A simple taste, is it? Intriguing. Maybe I should try making one of these snacks and see if Leonie wants to eat it with me.
Okay, but that also doesn't progress anywhere. So it's just one of those, like, it kind of has an interesting, fun build-up, but it has it goes literally nowhere. There's been a lot of those, unfortunately. But all right, Yuri and presumably Balthus, yes.
Oh, I've really done it this time.
Well, if it isn't Balthus. What's wrong? That was a legendary sigh.
Yuri, pal, hear me out for a sec, will ya? There were these mercs, and I may have made a bet with them.
Yeah, you lost, I get it. But we've got bigger issues to discuss.
Must be a pretty big deal if it's more important than me losing my dinner to those mercs.
It's come to my attention that one of my business associates is looking for a certain giant broke fool.
What? That's it? I'll just break him in half, and then we can move on with our lives. Not a problem.
I figured you'd say that, which is exactly why I came to tell you not to. See, this particular associate hires out quite a few of my people. I can't have a bruiser like you turning them into corpses.
Can't I just rough him up enough to get him off my back? A few broken bones never killed anyone.
Yeah, exactly.
Come now. You know there's no way I'd let you get away with that. I'd use every last one of my contacts to make sure you never win another bet for the rest of your life.
Whoa, cut a guy a break, would ya? I wouldn't put it past you to actually follow through.
I take it we've reached an understanding then. I suggest you lay low until things blow over. Clear? Even after all this time, your ability to enrage people still manages to astound me.
Hey, it's not as bad as it used to be. The price on my head's never been lower. On the flip side, the price for my skills has only gone up. I've been making money hand over fist as a mercenary, but the stakes keep getting higher and higher, so my pockets remain as empty as ever.
I can't help but sigh in disappointment listening to you talk. You're seriously lucky I'm not happy, or you'd be neck deep in monsters.
All right, I hear you. But enough about me. What have you been getting up to since you left Abyss?
Oh, I just went back to my old gang. They were my home before the Officers' Academy, after all. But I still had to take on some mercenary work to keep my people fed and things running smoothly. It's been a rough couple of years. And thanks to that, my once stunning physique has been spoiled by all this muscle.
Really?
Okay.
You still look pretty scrawny to me. Your skill with the blades improved, though, that's for sure.
Well, when you're forced to fight, you either improve or you die. Still, I've got nothing on you. You practically live for a good brawl, after all.
These fists have never let me down. No matter the enemy, I'm always the one who walks away. Say, Yuri, I just had a brilliant idea.
I have a feeling I'm going to regret asking. But sure, let's hear it.
If this associate of yours doesn't catch me, you and your underlings are gonna have to take responsibility, right?
Most likely. I knew what I was getting into when I told you to back down. I've made my peace.
Yeah? Well, I'm not about to leave my buddy Yuri holding the bag while I sit on my hands.
Balthus?
So, to make things fair, let's have ourselves a little wager to decide which of us is gonna take the fall. That way, if you lose fair and square, it'll give you an out, yeah? You'll have no other choice but to take your goons back from that client, and they won't get pummeled by yours truly. Problem solved.
Hypothetically, if I were to take this bet, what happens if you lose?
I'll do what I always do. Take my shirt off, jump out in front of them, and run away as they look on in awe.
This is what I get for trying to help. You love taking off your clothes almost as much as you do gambling. No wonder your pockets are always empty.
All right, incredible. But that also it doesn't go anywhere else. And then finally we have the Geralt Baguette Aid.
There you are. What's going on? It's not like you to send for me.
I have something to give you.
Well, this is new. What is it?
Here.
Flowers? Oh, I'm really surprised. I mean, you've never given flowers to anyone before, have you?
I had to ask some of our allies for advice, because I wasn't sure the best way to communicate my feelings.
What do you mean?
I'm really thankful that you're my captain, but also that you're my father. I've never really told you that, so I wanted to make sure you knew.
Ah, kid.
When I asked, everyone said I should give you flowers. Apparently that's what they used to do back at the Officers' Academy. I wonder what it would have been like there.
The Officers' Academy, huh? You might have just been a student there if things had happened a little different. Or who knows, maybe you'd have ended up like Alois and forced into giving seminars or something. Not that you're really qualified to be a teacher. Anyway, these flowers did the trick, kid. Consider your message delivered.
It's like, not that you're really qualified. Exactly.
Though, to be honest, I kind of already knew. You might not give a lot away, but you're not completely unreadable. Sorry for making you think I had no idea.
That's all right. I'm just glad you know.
By the way, why'd you choose this kind of flower? Did someone suggest them?
No, I picked them out myself. I thought they were nice to look at. Calming, in a way.
You even like the same flowers as your mother. Can you inherit that kind of thing? I used to give these to Citri all the time. I'd pull them out from behind my back, and her whole face would light up like the brightest torch you'd ever seen. Maybe this is how she felt whenever she got them.
I'll keep that in mind for next time. I want to see how this mercenary life of ours is going to play out. Together. Those feelings are never going to change. And I'll do what I must to make sure you know that.
Huh. Thanks, kid.
All right, and another support block done. That one was kind of cute. I like the Citri stuff in it anyway. Byleth still is giving literally nothing, but that's, I mean, I also know that's kind of the point, but it's not doing a whole lot for me. But let's get it going. I don't think there's anything else to really go over. But out we go to Garreg Mach Salvation. Sutunger's Mystery. I'm probably saying that wrong. For S ranking, Yarmok is under attack by the combined forces of the kingdom and the church. Aware that the Federation must honor its pact, you march for the monastery to aid the Empire. Okay.
The situation is grim. The Kingdom Army and the Knights of Seiros have the monastery completely surrounded.
And Rhea?
She's here. Looks like she's commanding the Knights of Seiros herself.
With her leading the charge, the Knights' morale must be through the roof. Looks like your guess was right on the mark, Lawrence.
Indeed. If anything, Edelgard's predicament is even more dire than I imagined.
If you're sure you want to rescue her, we'll have to move quickly, Your Majesty.
Right. Let's go, everyone. Time to save the day.
Okay, that was a very quick jump in. Got it. Edelgard is routed, or upper defense gate is captured. So let's see, 70 points. Stronghold Sabotage. Okay, there's no persuasion. Decrease the durability of all enemy strongholds at the beginning of battle. Okay, there's only 6. Strengthens unit stationed. Assign an armored unit to protect a target. Have those Alliance snipers loose a fusillade of arrows. Dispatch combat engineers to disrupt the Kingdom Army's plans. That one sounds like that could be helpful. Heal Edelgard as she advances to the front lines where the fighting is fiercest. If she's going to be reckless, maybe we want that. And then we'll use... I don't think we need to decrease those. I think we'll do the assigned armor unit. All right, we get 4 people to control. So let's see. Let's do... I wanted to do Marianne. We still have at least 1 chapter left, so... Claude, sorry. Baguette was trying to just cap off Enlightened One, which is just more... It's the promoted version of what he starts with. Let's do Leone.
I got this.
Lawrence, Lysithia. Let's do a... Ignatz, I guess? Even though punching doesn't seem to help much here, so maybe not. You know what? Maybe I'll let Baguette here. I still don't have the A support with Shez and Baguette. I think it's locked currently. I don't know if I have the points, but just in case, we'll do that. And then I think I'm gonna give Happy maybe the Rose Brooch. All right. Oh, do I have... I don't have a thief, so I can't immediately open this. We'll deal with whoever has the key on the map. It's fine. All right. 20 minutes, 1,800 enemies. Got it. Cutscene. Damn. That shot. Bro, you win the weapon triangle. There is no fear. Why did they fall like they got... They felt like they were being shot down in planes.
Honestly, it almost feels like you held back till I needed help.
Far be it for me to say that you're wrong. Being owed a favor by the Emperor herself is...
Well then, I guess we can call it even. But don't close your ledger just yet, Claude.
My quill is at the ready, Edelgard. Call in all the favors you want. Ready, you guys? It's time we show them just what Lester can do in a fight.
You know, this specifically, like... hold on, Edelgard. This whole like alliance has been kind of weird, but this really, I think, helps drive home the like, we're doing this for our benefit. That's like really the only reason we're doing this.
Please, excuse me.
Who is that? Oh, is that Monica? Yes. Anyone else here that is like a noticeably real person? Not that I can immediately see, just Edelgard and Monica. Okay. All right, let's have Happy
Yeah, I
go
got
out
it.
there. Leonie. Let's see, Claude.
Please.
Marianne, go here.
Is this okay?
Let's try this.
Claude
Let's see how this
there.
goes.
Got it.
Leonie there.
Initiating the operation.
Violet
Let's go,
there.
Now it is my turn.
Lauren's there. And I think that's everyone. Oh, Hilda.
Let's do this.
Hilda here.
Don't worry.
And then we're just gonna, I think, run forward.
Stop to Dimitri and Rhea. I am counting on your support, Claude.
Well, we've come this far. We're not about to stop now.
Escort Edelgard to the front lines. Don't let Edelgard be routed. Okay. Fair enough. Okay.
Good use of those Ballistian catapults.
One of these. One of these. I was like, I think I got the Holy Knight. I didn't think I went too far. I wanted the Holy Knight and that captain at the same time. Okay, so let's see. With things moving. Okay, so they took this very quick. Oh my god. Claude there.
Yeah, let's do this.
Go
Don't
up
worry, I
there.
won't slack off.
Okay. There's a lot down with Happy. We probably... Okay.
Enemy
I'm gonna
forces
take
are too
this.
great, but I can at least serve as a decoy for Her Majesty.
Defeat mortal savants to aid Monica.
Monica is in danger. Do not worry about me. You must attend to her.
All right, hold on. I gotta kill these horses.
You're done.
All right, so Happy is down by Monica.
Yeah.
Let's tell Shez to...
Not a problem.
I guess aid Hilda up there. All right.
All right.
Stormblade. Oh, they're all out here, huh? In with a Banshee. And then one of these.
I don't want to die yet.
All right. Monica successfully aided.
You saved my life. Thank you, friends of Her Majesty.
Do one of these. Take this base captain. All right. Oh. Who? Gregoire von Varley?
Flee, but I can't very well do that with Her Majesty here.
Varley.
I'll fight too.
Purple hair is, my guess is that's Bernadetta's dad? Well, I killed her because she deserved it, but interesting that you're still here. Okay, let's swap places. I'm gonna have Happy go here. Okay,
that's
so
the
mortal
Empire's Minister of Religious
savant.
Affairs. He heads up the Southern Church now. If he's in trouble, we should go help.
Okay, mortal savant. Seems like it's more
Lady Aegis will attack here.
samurai or swordmaster rather. Hold on, let's just see real quick. Class action. With a fully charged class gauge, you can unleash a sweeping attack. Your next strong attack will be imbued with an element and will trigger a follow-up. Oh. Okay. I'm kind of disappointed that it's just more Swordmaster for the most part, but there's a little bit of difference that I do appreciate. Oh, yeah, like Swordmaster definitely could do that.
Now, set it aflame as we plan. This opportunity.
What's going on over there? Okay. Yeah, they're through this. Let's
Got it.
okay. Leone there.
Time to make a name for myself.
Not a problem.
Shez there.
Initiating the operation.
Violet there.
Let's try this. Let's see how this goes.
Claude.
Let's do this. Don't
Hilda.
worry, I won't slack off.
As Lawrence, yeah,
Now, there is nothing I cannot
he's
do.
working on it.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Will not escape us.
The Kingdom Army used Blaze. If you're in an area that is burning because of Blaze, you'll take damage. However, if the Blaze came from an ally, you will not take damage.
They are burning. In Gareth Mock. That's a bold move, Dimitri.
Ah, yes, the old set it on fire strategy. We should put that out before things get messy.
I think we've got some combat engineers on standby. Maybe they could deal with all this fire stuff?
Oh, that's okay. That's what the combat engineers are for. Cool. I mean, the way it sounded like one of the more important
Engineers, you're up.
or more useful strategy options. Okay, Holy Knights
What?
down.
The wall collapsed. Did someone intentionally do this?
Cut off the route. Okay. I think that was already on the map. Oh, we can see the blaze too. Oh, this wall. Oh. I see. They're cut off here. All right.
Here goes.
Then our path might be blocked too.
Oh, hello.
There you are, Edelgard. Your life is mine.
Bro, she's using an axe. Ingrid, please. All right. I think I might switch to Shez here in a second.
Now it is my
I'm gonna have
turn.
Lawrence run
There
up
is nothing
here.
I cannot do.
Edelgard is under attack. We must defend her.
All right, Magic Blade on the Holy Knights. 1, 2, 3, 4. One of these.
My death would be a crippling blow to the Empire.
What it? Oh God.
Whoops. Some enemies slipped out of the stronghold. We gotta take them down before they do something.
I wonder if I can get there before my awakening meter runs out.
Stay out of
There
my
we go.
way. Actually, this is perfect. Now I can avenge the Margrave as well.
All right, Thoron, throw you back a bit. One of these. Also,
Here goes.
all right, Happy.
Yeah, I got it.
Deal with that. Shez there. Violet there.
Let's see how this goes.
Yeah. Don't worry, I will.
Got it. Time.
Okay. And then
Prepare
these
to lay
two.
siege.
Do a magic blade. Oh, no.
Drestia, Lester. None of
All
this
right.
would have happened if it weren't for
Unleash
you.
while they're right next to each other.
I won't run away.
Gone. All right.
That should take.
Please.
Sorry, Igna.
Excuse me.
Let's go back up here. Send her
Care
here.
of all the enemy commanders around here.
Ingrid, how you doing? Go away. That War Strike on Hilda is like a delete button. It's so unbelievably strong.
To fall back.
Okay, Edelgard's advancing again.
Now it is. There is.
I need you to go here. Happy.
Here goes. Yeah.
I need to open that gate. And then I need to go to Shez.
Excellent. Continue defending the Emperor.
Oh, there's nothing else left? Okay. Well, in that... Oh, wait, no, I can just walk there with Shez.
Now,
what do we
let us
got?
Bring it down.
Not sure. Oh! Another one? Okay. Which...
There's no way through.
There she is. Ignite the flames once more. They will know how deeply our rage burns.
Well, it seems the enemy attacked them. We won't be setting any more fires.
Combat engineers prevented the blaze.
We're unlikely to fall for the same trick twice. Time for our next plan.
Okay, but it might have worked twice. And the ambushes appeared. All good. One of these.
Full attack here.
Come on, Holy Knight. Die. Okay, so how we doing as far as kills go? Halfway. Oh, it's still 20 minutes. Something big is bound to happen. Okay, so I think I'm gonna swap to Happy to finish that. There are catapults stationed all over that I don't think I saw before.
Initiating the operation.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, all right.
All right, break that. Who's that? Gone. Okay. The way's open. Swap to Hilda. War Strike. Yeah. Look at that. It's so gross. Apocalyptic Flame. You know, like the special fancy move. It's big, but it is nowhere near as good as War Strike. Wrong button. All right. Let's do one of these. Just kind of scoop up all the enemies. Phil's really good at that. Oh, wrong button. Ah. Come on. Well, whatever. Okay, I was trying to do the charge. I couldn't get it. All right. There we go. All right, so as far as the enemies go, do we have all the bases? It looks like it.
Not a problem.
Shez, I don't know what you're doing way back here. There are no enemies. None. So we have to wait for something to happen. Oh wait, no, I see one base in the middle. Hold on. Marianne's next to it.
I'll fight too.
Defeat Dude, no!
Dimitri's most loyal retainer. I must be getting close then.
All right.
As long as I stand, you will not lay a finger on His Majesty.
Yeah.
I know this is your job and all, but you're preventing me from doing mine.
You know what? Let's do this.
Please, excuse me. Is this okay?
switching
right.
it up, huh?
I'll have to do. I was gonna kill with Marianne, but I'm gonna have to do it to you. I'm sorry. They do actually live that pretty well.
No matter what.
Is HP going down? One of those. Okay, it's going down slightly.
I would sooner fight to the end, but that would bring great pain to His Majesty.
You retreated. All right. Good.
Now,
So now what?
eliminate Dimitri and force the kingdom troops to retreat.
The guard's advancing. So we're at 1,300 out of 1,800. We need to find 500 more in whatever happens from here to the end of the map. Come on, Ilgard. Move your boots. We're quite literally waiting on just you. Okay, she's here. Protected her.
We have gained control of Garreg Mach's entrance. I'll take up position here and stop the enemy from invading.
I cannot allow you to do this alone, Your Majesty. Please, permit me to fight alongside you.
I've long awaited this day, Edelgard. Your tyranny ends here.
That's a lot of dudes.
Oh, this is not good. We can't let Edelgard die.
Bro,
We must seize this opportunity
I
while
have-
the Kingdom Army is engaged. Quickly, capture the front gate of the monastery.
There we go. Ooh, hello. Sword of Saros. Okay, where's Happy?
Here goes.
Send Happy down there.
I got it.
Let's try this.
We'll send Claude since he moves
Let's
fast.
see how this goes.
We'll send
Initiating the operation.
Byleth, because that
Let's
could
go,
have some
everyone.
interesting dialogue. Though I'm not controlling Byleth, so I don't know if it'll matter.
There is nothing
Lawrence.
I cannot do.
All right.
Is that it?
I should have known she wouldn't let this opportunity slip by. Get on over to Garreg Mach.
I'm stuck in a corner. Okay, right here.
She popped up out of nowhere. Is there another secret path we don't know about?
All right. Well, Dimitri's
The
dead.
cavalry and the church are launching an attack on our strongholds.
How we doing? 300 enemies left. All right.
Not a problem.
You go there.
Got it.
Leonie, go
Time to
here.
make a name for myself.
Marianne, the one at the
excuse me.
bottom.
Is this okay?
And let's see, who's over here already? None of my units have gotten there yet. Okay. But I can shadow step Shez into position
The
if
time
need
has
be.
come. Very well. Turn your horses around. All troops are to withdraw.
Creature retreated. Okay.
And just like that, a full retreat? Not that I'm complaining, mind you.
Attack as one.
Uh-huh. Oh. Oh, yep, found her.
No matter how many years pass, you people will always be little more than fools. Return the land you stole from us.
Okay. Let's swap to Marianne. Hilda.
Yeah, let's do this.
You know what? Have Hilda, just in case something else pops off, have Hilda guard Edelgard.
I'll bet.
Much like. No, that can't be. Were it true, why would you fight me?
You act
Okay,
as if
yeah,
you-
beg it. Okay, there is dialogue there, even whenever you don't control the unit. Neat. One of these.
So, you've chosen
Where
to
are the
side with Edelgard.
The other one's already dead.
I am disappointed in you, Claude.
No hard feet.
I think. I still have 200 enemies to kill.
Rhea,
Hold on.
I'm just determined to see what the world would be like without you.
Oh, yep. Defeat Great Knight and their allies.
Thank goodness. We defended the strongholds.
Garreg is our church's most sacred site. We must reclaim it.
Okay. 200 enemy. I feel like the map is actually gonna stop after her. Well, she might have like a two-phase situation, given it is Rhea. So I'm gonna do this. Scoop up a big slab of dudes. And then, yeah, it's just her, huh?
Sorry, but I think I'd rather fight you instead.
I will correct the mistake
Magic
I
blade.
made when I took you in by ending your life.
Okay. Part of me does want to sit here and farm the last 100 because I think I probably could.
Face retribution for violating this sacred ground.
This is our chance to take out the Archbishop. We must not let it pass us by.
But also looks like something I could very quickly ruin. Let's see. We're gonna do all-out defense here.
Take that land.
But Hilda, not you.
Yeah.
Continue guarding there just in case. And I think, yeah, I'm gonna try to get these last, I guess, what, 81? And then we'll kill Rhea.
At this rate, they'll overrun the monastery.
Okay, actually, I don't know that I have the luxury because this guy right here is tied to the HP here, and he is getting his ass completely beat. So let's see what we can. The magic blade. I'm so close. I eight people.
Goddess,
all right.
Forgive me.
There's 8 people right there. So let's go.
I will run away.
And just in case we need a little bit more backup, Hilda, still not you.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
Only a little more. A little more, and Garreg will be mine again.
I can't swing anymore. All right. It did end with her.
Salvation is
But 20
beyond.
minutes?
You shall be punished for your transgressions.
20 minutes is kind of nuts.
We managed to drive
That's so
her away,
much
but
time.
this war won't end until she's dead. Get ready for a chase,
True.
everyone.
For a chase. Okay.
Well, would you look at that? We won.
Thanks to you.
Actually, I'd say you pulled most of the weight.
I don't think so.
The kingdom and the church had a ton of grizzled warriors on their side. We would have been in real trouble without you and your mercenaries.
You were pretty impressive yourself. You barely even broke a sweat out there. I appreciate the compliment, though. I'm glad we got the chance to team up like this.
Me too. The war's not over yet, though. I'm hoping you'll stick around to the end.
Of course.
The Ashen Demon has proved a greater asset than we could have ever imagined. You must be relieved to see your gamble pay off. If nothing else, I'll be a lot less busy as your partner in destiny going forward. What a thing to imagine.
Okay. So there's the S. Got the Tome Battalion. Hilda 53. I feel like Hilda might be Hilda or Marianne MVP. Marianne. Very nice. Okay. So what lamppost shield? Oh, cavalry weakness. Cool. Ooh. What crest even is this? I can't go that far over. Oh, it says Crest of Caron. A completely new relic weapon? I thought it was a battalion because it was gold, but no, it's a relic. Caron, that's the same as Thunderbrand. There's 2? Allows the matching crest bearer to use Agnia's arrow when wielding it. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Because I'm pretty sure that's not a thing in regular Three Houses. So they're new relics.
Thank you, Claude. I owe you a great debt.
Yeah, we really saved your skin. Though I'm sure you would have preferred to have us in your debt instead. Must really chafe having the shoe on the other foot.
And what is that supposed to mean? If all you plan to do is mock me, then perhaps I'll not honor the debt after all.
Hey, it was just a joke. Just something Lawrence said. Nothing for your Imperial Majesty to worry about. Jokes aside, do you have a minute? Eager as I am to get back out there and chase down our enemies, we need to talk.
If you insist. What is it?
Right now, the Federation and the Empire are fighting together against the Kingdom. But honestly, I have no desire to see Fargus in ruins. I'm only after the Central Church.
At this point, though, wouldn't you say the two are one and the same?
I'm not so sure. When Dimitri decided to grant sanctuary to the Central Church, he really wasn't in any position to refuse. If he had, the chaos that ensued would have torn Fargus apart. But what if things are adding up differently now? It's clear the war will drag on so long as he continues to shelter them. Besides, the Federation's Eastern Church and the Empire's Southern Church are both operating independent of Rhea's influence. The Central Church must be looking like a pretty heavy burden to Dimitri right about now.
Perhaps, but the Archbishop has far more influence in Fargus than anywhere else. Even if Dimitri has changed his mind, I doubt those around him would be open to the idea. The fact remains that the Kingdom has yet to show any sign of severing ties with the Central Church. They stand beside them even now.
This is just a theory. Well, actually, it's more like wild speculation.
Okay.
But what if the reason Dimitri tried to take Garrick Mach was because he wanted to distance himself from the Church? By facilitating Rhea's return to Garrick Mach, he could be trying to set the stage to break away.
I mean, it makes sense.
That's an interesting theory. Do you have any evidence to support it?
Nope.
Not really. But that's the impression I got when I saw Dimitri on the battlefield.
Uh-huh.
To be honest, it didn't even occur to me before now. We were so determined to take down Rhea in that battle, we never spared a thought for Dimitri's motivations.
I see. Had it occurred to you sooner, you would have had quite the decision to make. About whether to leave me for dead, I mean. After all, if the Central Church was really leaving the Kingdom to return here, abandoning me would have been the expedient choice.
Oh, come on, Edelgard. Sure, we've had our differences, but that doesn't mean I want you dead.
I'm happy to hear you say that, even if it is a lie.
You wound me. It's the honest truth, from the bottom of my heart.
So you say. No matter, you should continue to do as you see fit, and I will do all I can to bring this war to an end.
Sounds like a plan. Let's end this war. Right now, that's all that matters.
The Kingdom Army and the Church's forces have withdrawn and are fleeing north. The mercenaries are already in pursuit.
And the Federation Army will join in the chase. Give the order to the rest of the troops.
Yes, Your Majesty.
I've got a pretty good guess as to which mercenaries are leading the hunt. And I'd better pick up the pace. Edelgard, if you'll excuse me.
I assure you, Claude, we will not be far behind.
Oh.
The Federation army is going to beat us to the punch. We should give chase as well.
I agree. Send a fifth of our army to pursue them. I will accompany them myself. Dispatch half of the remaining forces to the Western Front, and assign the other half to defend and repair the monastery.
Only a fifth? Are you sure that will be enough?
There's nothing to worry about. With the Federation army present, our hands will be tied regardless. Besides, if we neglect to leave the monastery sufficiently guarded, I fear I'll never hear the end of it from Count Varley.
Well, I mean, like, if that is Bernadetta's dad, I don't think it matters what he thinks. Because as much as I hate Bernadetta, her dad is still, like, a horrendous, horrible person. So, like, him dying or, like, you know, him being upset, does it really matter?
Did we lose them? I was hoping we could at least tell our allies where they went. What's wrong?
Oh, nothing. Just thinking how the time has finally come.
Oh boy. What kind of bullshit? Oh, all right. Well, I mean, okay, the story in general, it's got, especially what was it, chapter 12, whenever we turned around from Fargus. I mean, honestly, before that, the story kind of went out the window, but it's especially been out the window from there. I can't wait to see what kind of ridiculous contrivance we get that's gonna go here, but that'll be it for next time. But thank you all for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you then.